Hello and welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a while, I think like since December since I've posted a video, but I'm here. Hopefully it's gonna be more consistent. Hopefully I'm back, but we will see. I am here today. I'm gonna talk about a little bit of a 1-year update on Foxe. That's my doggo. He's my golden retriever puppy. I guess he's still kind of a puppy. He acts like a puppy. I did a video on him though, things I wish I knew before getting a puppy, and here's our 1-year update. I had a couple of requests on an update on how he's doing now, so I figured that I would do that. So let's get into it. Okay, so first, if you haven't seen that video, I'll link it down below. Go check it out. It just talks about kind of what I was going through and feeling when we first had him. I can't remember how old he was during that video, but in the first few months of us having him, and we got him at 8 weeks. He's down here at my feet, so hopefully he doesn't get too distracting, but we will see. So one of the first things is I'm just going to go through kind of some of the things. I rewatched that video and I'll touch on some of the things that I mentioned in that video, how those are going, how long it took for us to get through some of those feelings, and then I'll talk about how he's doing now. So one of the first things I remember from that video was that he was a crazy picky eater and we could not find food for him to eat. He didn't want to eat anything. It was ridiculous. Like, I swear he didn't eat the first like 8 months we owned him. That hasn't improved greatly. He's still really picky, but we have found a food that we like and that he's currently eating and happy with. Yeah, so we're sticking with that for a little bit just to try and keep his tummy happy and keep him happy because he seems to like to eat it. I probably won't share what types of food he's on because I know there can be a lot of controversy on what food should be fed, but he's on a venison-based food and he seems to like venison in general. He seems to like kibbles that are venison-based. So that's what he's currently on. So that's been a little bit better, but still not perfect. He's definitely still a more picky dog. Everyone told me, because he's a golden retriever, that he would just want to eat everything, but that's not fully true. But that's okay. The second thing was I remember talking about how smart he is. He's still very smart, almost annoyingly smart. He knows a lot of tricks. He knows a lot of things. He catches on really quick when we try and teach him something new, but to a fault that he catches on to things that aren't so good as well, that he finds are really fun and thinks that they're tricks. So like currently he's leash biting a little bit again, which he did when he was little and it went away for a while and now it's back because he's realized it's fun. And I think with us being new puppy owners, I think we were giving him treats at the wrong time. So he would like play with the leash and leash bite and we'd ask him to leave it. And I think he was getting the treat maybe a little too soon or something. Like he thought the trick was the leash biting. So he would leash bite and then he'd sit there and look at you and be like, can I have a treat? Where we're trying to kind of change it now to reward him before he starts leash biting. Try and give him lots of rewards for walking nicely on the leash and loose leash walking. If he does start to leash bite, we're just trying to kind of wait it out and then continuing on. And once we're continuing on, then we'll reward him again. We use positive reinforcement for our training method and it's been working really well. Potty training. I know that was like my biggest fear into getting a puppy. I was like, oh, potty training is going to be so hard. It's going to be so difficult to potty train. It's going to take a couple of months. But honestly, like I even said that in my original video, he picked it up so quick and it's been great since then. He like has not really had accidents in the house unless he wasn't feeling well. He's had a couple bouts of diarrhea here and there, and if he wasn't feeling well, he did have accidents in the house when he was home alone while we were at work. But overall, he's been great. He asks to go out. He doesn't go in the house at all. He did have a couple of accidents in stores, so we take him to a lot of pet-friendly stores because we want him to be really well socialized. So places like HomeSense, Nordstrom Rack, Canadian Tire, yes, I'm in Canada, Home Depot, a lot of those like Lowe's, like all of those like home stores or outdoor stores, those types of stores tend to be pet friendly. We take him to all those kinds of places because we really want him to be really well socialized with people, which he is. He's great. He does really well being socialized with people and always wants to say hi to everyone. We're struggling a little bit with other dogs when he's on the leash. He just gets a little too excited and doesn't know how to contain himself, but that's okay. Work in progress. He's only a year old. Anyways, backtrack. Potty training. He's had a couple of accidents in stores, and I think it wasn't quite differentiating between like, that's still inside. You can't go to the bathroom inside, but he tried to pee on a couple of things, especially in a pet store. If another dog's peed there, he's not fixed yet. We're hoping to get him fixed soon. We had him booked for his neuter, and then he got sick and we couldn't get him neutered. So now we're just waiting a little bit longer until we get it done. Anyways, I think he's just got that marking a little bit, but that was like 2 or 3 times, and he hasn't tried again since. He understands now when we're in a store. We just keep a little bit of a closer eye on him just in case, but he's been pretty good about being in stores and going places, and we don't worry as much anymore. One of the other things was being emotionally exhausted, the puppy blues, dog mom guilt. I'm gonna kind of lump those all together. All that's a lot better. I feel a lot less guilty doing things and leaving him. He's feeling a lot better. We're getting more into a routine of knowing how to tire him out, how to mentally stimulate him, how to physically stimulate him, so that he is calm. Like right now, he's just laying at my feet, and he's 1 year old. We've been for a big walk, we've done some games, we've done some tricks and some training, and now he's pretty tired and he'll be good for the rest of the day. Then we'll have to do it again in the evening. But all of those things are getting a lot better. He sleeps great, so he's always really good. When we go to bed and turn off the lights, he's like, okay, it's bedtime, goes to sleep, sleeps in. I know I hear some people have their dogs at like 5:30, 6 o'clock every morning, wake them up, ready to go. He's not really like that. He sleeps in pretty well, goes to sleep at night pretty well. Like, he's a great nighttime sleeper. It's amazing. So I think that's helped for oops, sorry, plant, I'm gonna whack you. I think that's helped for just us being not super tired. I will say he definitely can still be more stressful than obviously before having a dog. He's struggling a little bit with some, I don't really know if it's full separation anxiety, but we're having a hard time leaving him unless it's his normal routine. So when I leave for work in the morning, my husband leaves before me, and then I leave, and he's great. We go for a walk, we have our morning things that we do, and then I leave him, and he doesn't really have any issue the whole time I'm at work. But if it's the evening and we want to go for dinner or something, or if my husband just tries to leave him, he's a lot less cooperative. Oh, he's gonna come up and say hi. You gonna come say hi, bud? Don't knock over the camera. I'm talking about you. Ah! Careful, Mr. Whack. Oh no, don't eat the hair. No, babe. I don't know if he's gonna want to stay like this, but he can stay like this for now. Anyways, what was I saying? Oh, so that can be a little bit tiring, and you feel, I'd mentioned I think in that original video too about being puppy bound. We still feel a little bit trapped to the house. Like, it feels like we can't just leave him and go do whatever we want whenever we want. We have to really plan for it, really make sure he's tired enough, make sure he's had enough stimulation for the day. So it still takes a lot of work that way. So we're definitely still feeling that pressure, but it's been good that I've been able to go to work freely, and he's done well with that, and that he's sleeping all night. So those parts are coming along really well. He's still really young though, so hopefully he'll just get better with time, which I'm sure he will. Okay, so I think that's kind of all that I wanted to touch on from that original video. There was a couple other points that I'd made, but they were just like very puppy based things, and now he's grown out of that very puppy stage. But should we just talk about how you're doing now? Oh, you're such a good boy. So he is 14 months now, so just over a year, and he is so good. He's such a good boy. In general, he's got a couple bad habits that we're working on. I'd mentioned that leash biting. He's all of a sudden realized that if he can get a hold of the leash, he thinks he's playing tug of war, and he just thinks it's the funnest thing ever. Doggo had a short interruption. He was trying to dig a hole in the chair. So I can't remember where I was at. I think I was talking about bad habits. So he does have a couple of bad habits. We're trying to work on them. He's still a puppy. I saw this YouTube video or on Instagram, and it made me feel a lot better because it was kind of talking about how people sometimes just post, they post the best parts of their dog and their life experience with their dog, and a lot of people now expect their 1-year-old dogs to be perfect, which she was saying it's not the case. She's a dog trainer. Like, you can't expect your 1-year-old, even 2-year-old dog to listen to you all the time and be perfect. So that really helped in just making me feel like he still has some bad habits. We're still working on things. He doesn't always listen perfectly. Just like just a second ago, he was trying to dig a hole in the chair that I'm sitting in. But yeah, he's getting a lot better. Some of those bad habits are, I mentioned, I think the leash biting. So we're working on some of his leash biting. That had gone away for a bit and now has come back. And now he thinks it's a tug of war game all the time. So we're working on that. He does like to try and dig holes in our bed. Oh my goodness. I know people tell me he's a golden retriever. They dig, but my bed, it's not liking getting dug. He likes to eat feet, so we're working on feet, especially feet without socks, but now lately he's been trying to take my socks off my feet and steal them. Yeah, his recall isn't the best. I would say that's the thing he listens to the least, but again, he's still young. I just don't fully trust him. He's not neutered yet. I don't know if that is any part of it, but we're trying really hard to, anytime we call him, he gets lots of treats, lots of rewards, trying really hard to make it really exciting when we do call him and he does listen and come back to us, so that hopefully that'll start to stick a little bit more, that he does respond better. Let me think. Fox, what else is there? What else is there to say? I think he's getting a little bit bored. He wants to go do something. Overall though, like most of the time, he's great. And we love him so much, and he's gonna try and eat my hair because normally mom doesn't leave her hair down. And so it's very exciting. I don't know if you can hear him panting down here. Anyways, I think that that's pretty much it for our update. Let me know if you have any specific questions. I'm always happy to answer in the comments below. I know a lot of people have been asking me or commenting things on that original video, so if any of you watch this, I hope that it is helpful to see a little update on kind of where he's at. Yeah, it's definitely worth it. I didn't know how much work he was going to be when we got him at 8 weeks old, but now he is totally worth it. He's part of the family. We can't imagine not having him. So I really hope that you enjoyed watching. Again, leave me any sort of comment down below if you have any questions or comments. Let me know how your puppies are doing and how they're growing. I know there's lots of people that have gotten puppies over the last year or two. And again, I hope it helps that they're not going to be perfect. They do take a lot of work and a lot of effort, but they're totally worth it.